Thanks for watching Film Buff, really, honestly. It's fucking great.
Oh, hello, how's it going, guys? My name is Film Buff. Alright, man, so it's time for part 2, episode 5. Oh, before I go any further, I would like to thank all my amazing patrons. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support and your kindness so much. It means so much to me. Thank you. Alright, man, let's do a quick recap. Basically, a UFO or alien craft crash lands in London, in the middle of London, takes out Big Ben. Turns out it was all a setup. Turns out these aliens, the real threat, they have been infiltrating high-ranking positions in the government and taking over these bodies to blend in. And by the end, they get all these experts into the room, including Doctor, and the one that's acting Prime Minister kind of, sets off this thing and kind of ends up shocking all of them. And it leaves off over there. So yeah, man, let's get right into part 2.
Deadly to humans, maybe. Jackie!
Get in, Mickey!
Hi, if you want aliens, you've got them. They're inside Downing Street.
Where have you been? I called for help. I sounded the alarm. There was this
No one's gonna believe the Doctor.
electricity, and they all collapsed.
I think they're all dead.
That's what I'm saying. He did it. That man there.
I think you'll find the Prime Minister is an alien in disguise. That's never gonna work. No. Fair enough. With me! Who the hell are you?
Harriet Jones, MD for Flydale North.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Right then. Question time. Who exactly are you?
Slitheen.
Aliens.
Yes, I got that, thanks.
Who are you, if not human?
Who's not human? He's not human. He's not human?
Can I have a bit of hush?
Sorry,
So, what's the plan?
but he's got a northern accent. Let's North.
I said hush.
Come on, yeah. If anyone's gonna cry, it's gonna be me. Now you're safe in my flat, Jax. No one's gonna look for you here, especially since you hate me so much.
You saved my life. God, that's embarrassing.
Telling me.
Defense codes and things. Couldn't we just launch a nuclear bomb at them?
You're a very violent young woman.
I'm serious. We could.
Well, there's nothing like that in here.
Is that Ricky? Don't talk, just shut up and go to computer.
It's Mickey, and why should I?
Mickey the idiot, I might just choke before I finish this sentence, but I need you.
Because I've seen this life of yours, Doctor. And maybe you get off on it. And maybe you think it's all clever and smart, but you tell me. Just answer me this. Is my daughter safe?
I'm fine.
Is she safe?
She's not.
Will she always be safe? Can you promise me that? Well, what's the answer?
That's not me.
No, don't
See
go.
who that is.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, go and tell them that.
It's beaming out into space. Who's it for? So, judging by their basic shape, that narrows it down to 5,000 planets within travelling distance. What else do we know about them? Information.
They're green.
Yep, narrows it down.
Did you notice? When they fart, if you'll pardon the word, it doesn't just smell like a fart, if you'll pardon the word. It's something else. What is it? It's more like, bad breath. That's it!
Calcium decay. Now that narrows it down. Vinegar.
Just like Hannibal!
Just like Hannibal. Mickey, have you got any vinegar?
How should I know?
It's your kitchen.
Dawkins! Yeah, pickled onion! Pickled eggs!
You kiss this man.
massive weapons of destruction.
Capable of being deployed within 45 seconds.
What? Planet Earth is at war.
He's making it up. There's no weapons up there, there's no threat. He just invented it.
Do you think they'll believe him?
What he did last time.
That's why the Slitheen went for spectacle. They want the whole world panicking, because you lot, you get scared, you lash out.
They released a defense code.
And the Slitheen go nuclear.
But why?
World War III, whole planet gets nuked.
And we can sit through it safe in our spaceship waiting on the Thames. Not crashed, just parked. 32 minutes away.
But you'll destroy the planet, this beautiful place. What for?
Profit. That's what the signal is beaming into space, an advert.
Sale of the century. What? You? Trapped in your box?
Yes. Me.
Ooh, face off.
Please, Doctor. Please. She's my daughter. She's just a kid.
Do you think I don't know that? Because this is my life, Jackie. It's not fun, it's not smart, it's just standing up and making a decision. Because nobody else will.
Then what are you waiting for?
I could save the world, but lose.
Hmm. Okay. Oh no, he's gonna walk right in.
Sorry.
Nice knowing you both. Hannibal!
Maybe you should have a go.
Me? I'm only a backbencher.
I'd vote for you.
Now don't be silly. Look, I better go and see if I can help. Hang on!
She's gonna end up being Prime Minister, isn't she? In future episodes.
Sergeant!
I thought I knew the name. Harriet Jones. Future Prime Minister. Elected for 3 successive terms. The architect of Britain's golden age.
Well, I reckon I've got no choice. There's no getting rid of him since you're infatuated.
I'm not infatuated.
Yeah, you are. TARDIS.
Hello?
Right, I'll be a couple of hours, then we can go.
You got a phone?
You think I can travel through space and time and haven't got a phone? I don't do that.
She wants to get to know you.
Tough, I've got better things to do.
It's just tea.
Not to me, it isn't.
She's my mother.
Well, she's not mine.
That's not fair.
Well, you can stay there if you want. But right now, there's this plasma storm brewing in the Horsehead Nebula. Fires are burning 10 million miles wide. I could fly the TARDIS right into the heart of it, then ride the shockwave all the way out. Hurtle right across the sky and end up anywhere. Your choice.
Hmm. He doesn't like to bargain.
Don't go, sweetheart. Please don't go.
Hmm.
And I was thinking, you know, like the whole world's changed. Aliens and spaceships all in public. And here it is. How can they do that? They saw it.
You're just not ready. You're happy to believe in something that's invisible, but if it's staring you in the face, nope, can't see it. There's a scientific explanation for that. You're thick. Present for you, Mickey. That's a virus. Put it online. It'll destroy every mention of me. I'll cease to exist.
What do you want to do that for?
Because you're right. I am dangerous. I don't want anybody following me.
How can you say that and then take her with you?
You could look after her. Come with us.
Ooh.
I can't. This life of yours, it's just too much. I couldn't do it.
First time I stepped in there, it was spur of the moment. Now I'm signing up. You're stuck with me. with us. There's plenty of room.
No chance. He's liability. I'm not having him on board.
We'd be dead without him.
My decision is final.
Sorry.
Oh, they kissed again.
Yeah.
I could go travelling around suns and planets and all the way out to the edge of the universe. And by the time I get back, yeah, 10 seconds would have passed. Just 10 seconds. So stop worrying. I'll see you in 10 seconds' time. Yeah?
See that look on the doctor's face as she's explaining that? But yeah, man, so basically these aliens, this Levine, turns out that's not their species, but their actual name, part of their name. And, you know, they came to Earth, you know, not to take over, but to make a profit. Their plan was to get, you know, nuclear launch codes so they could just, like, absolutely obliterate Earth and, like, you know, level it, you know, and then sell it off to the highest bidder. But of course, the doctor was here to make sure that did not happen. And Mickey as well, man. Gotta give Mickey credit. He was a big part of this. I gotta say, this episode and even last episode, I'm really starting to like Mickey. You know, first episode, I didn't really like him that much, but you know, these past two episodes I'm really beginning to like him. He's a really fun and goofy character, so I really do hope to see more of him in the next episodes or in this season. I'm not sure how long he's going to be around, but I do hope to see him again. And you could see that in this episode, even Mickey and Jackie start to, you know, bond a little bit. You could tell that they, you know, they don't really see eye to eye, and then, you know, how Jackie didn't like him and thought he murdered Rose. But in this episode, you could see that they've bonded, and that maybe now Jackie might not feel as alone as the first time around. You know, now they can kind of be at ease because they know she is choosing to go and she's not just like missing. But of course, as a mother, you know, for Jackie, it's not going to be easy to see Rose go. And since they've bonded, now they kind of have each other, you know, to keep each other company, I feel like. So last episode in my discussion, you know, I cut something out. I was basically talking about how all the humans that these aliens have taken over are kind of big boned, you know, but for some reason I thought that might be kind of rude for me to say, so I just cut it out. Turns out I was right. It was basically exactly for that reason, you know, the doctor basically tells Rose that these aliens, they need bodies, but they need bodies at least that are, you know, big boned. And you know, basically in this episode, Jackie kind of calls the doctor out, you know, on his lifestyle and in this dangerous life he leads. And she puts him on the spot, and she asked him, "Is my daughter going to be safe?" And he could not promise that she's going to be safe. You know, you could see the struggle in his face because he knows it's not safe out there, you know, for Rose. And he couldn't give an answer to that. And later on in the episode, he was put in another tricky situation. And, you know, at this point, he had to make a choice. He said he had a plan, but it's a risky plan. You know, it was like, you know, I could save the planet and lose you. So the first time, the doctor basically, you know, made it known that, yes, indeed, he cares about Rose. And, you know, you could see in Rose's face, her expression that, you know, she was kind of touched by this, you know. Again, I don't think it's romantic on the doctor's side. He you know, he cares for her. He enjoys her company. He likes her as a friend to have, you know, a companion, basically, right? But on the flip side, I could see Rose perhaps falling for him. So Harriet was present throughout the two episodes, right? And, you know, and the doctor throughout the episode kept saying, "I've heard your name somewhere, you know, I know you from somewhere. Do I know you from somewhere? Are you famous?" And by the end of the episode, it was clear that the doctor knows her from the future and that she is, she's going to be a prime minister, and, you know, she's responsible for taking England into the golden age. So I thought that was really cool. I'm guessing I'll probably see her again if the doctor and Rose end up back in London. And so at the end of the episode, Jackie finally opened up to the idea of getting to know the doctor because she knows now that Rose is friends with him and that Rose plans on traveling again. So, you know, she's really opened up to the idea of getting to know more about the doctor and like his lifestyle and just in general, like, you know, how he is, like what he likes to eat and stuff. Of course, the doctor straight up tells Rose that he has no time for such things. And, you know, again, I've seen this a few times now. He does not negotiate. He does not bargain. He puts it out there that this is his stance and you could do it this way or you could stay. There's no middle ground, you know, and at the end, Rose decides that she's gonna go again, and this time she came ready, you know, she packed stuff in. But I gotta say, I feel like she is a little bit inconsiderate, you know, Rose, because she just kind of brushes it off as, oh, it's just a trip, I'll be back, I'll be safe. You know, she's not really thinking of how her mom's taking this. You know, she like just spent a year thinking that her daughter might be dead, or she's just, you know, something bad's happened to her. I say that, but she did, you know, this time she did explain things to her mom and, you know, what exactly happens, and that she thinks she's safe. But I do feel like she is being a little bit inconsiderate, and that's realistic, man. In terms of real life, that happens all the time, right? Like, kids tell their parents, oh, you know, I'm just going here, I'm gonna be safe, you know, I'm just going on a trip, I'm just, you know, I'll be safe, don't, you know, don't make a big deal of it. I know this because I remember growing up, I used to do the same thing sometimes, you know, back in high school, and just, you know, everyone goes through that phase, you know, at that age, and like, to you, it feels like it's not a big deal, but, you know, to parents, it's always kind of like, you know, that's my kid, and parents have a different mentality, right? You know, parents don't want their kids to ever be harmed, or, you know, run into trouble or run into problems. So, you know, a parent's mentality is different from, say, Rose in this situation. She just kind of thinks it's not that big a deal, but it is a big deal for a mom, right? And also, it was cool to see the doctor and Mickey kind of bond as well. Not really bond, but like, he wasn't ripping on Mickey as much as before, right? Because he saw that Mickey can be useful, and he even backed Mickey up. Mickey asked him, please don't tell her. He backed him up and made it seem like it was his move to not bring Mickey. And yeah, and Rose and the doctor are off again. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed it, please smash that thumbs up, leave your comments, let me know what you guys thought. If you're on social media, check me out guys. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, I have a Patreon account. Once again, thank you so much to my amazing patrons. You guys are absolutely brilliant. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. And also, I have a mailing address if anyone's into that. But yeah, thanks for dropping by, guys. I'll be checking out episode 6, talking about episode 6. That's a big one, apparently. So I'm looking forward to that. Alright guys, I'll see you soon. Take it easy.